Hello, my name is Garrett Fritcher. I'm the director of this documentary. We filmed this documentary using two Canon 80D cameras, some audio equipment including a boom mic, and is edited on Final Cut Pro 10. The filming process took about an hour and a half of a session at Mannapov LLC to film, as well as about 3 to 4 days of editing. I know Mr. Mannapov personally, and I found his story to be incredibly fascinating and inspiring to myself. I hope that you can also be inspired by his story, which is what I'm trying to convey through this documentary.
Hi guys, my name is Ildar Mannapov. I'm the CEO of Mannapov LLC. I was born in Russia, Moscow. When I was 10, our parents and my family moved to US, to New York. I grew up in New York, went to school, went to college, and when I was 19 years old, moved to Texas to open up my company, Mannapov LLC. So I decided to open up the company with my partner because we saw a lot of value that we can add by mixing our two experiences of selling the phones and proper processing of devices and my financial engineering background in school. So we created Mannapov LLC, and it's a company that does reverse logistics in the cell phone industry. What is reverse logistics? Every time you trade in a device, because you have a phone, you want to trade in for a newer phone, for a newer model, we're the company that will get your old device. Every time you have a claim with the insurance company, you drop your phone in the toilet, you'll send it off. Again, we're the company that will receive your device. Every time a Best Buy, a big store, finishes off extra product, they have to liquidate, they have to get newer devices, we're gonna get their excess product. So that's reverse logistics, everything that happens with the devices when it comes back from the user back into the industry. What Mannapov does is pretty much we have a lot of certifications, ISO certifications are two, and our goal is to clear your customer information. That's probably the biggest value we're adding in our industry. Once we clear information, then we'll have to do a really quick diagnostic test to see if the device works or not. We will do a cosmetic grading, verify if it has scratches, not scratches. Then we'll determine which industry we can possibly sell the device, where we can get the most value. If it's an Amazon, we'll send it. If it's a working phone, we'll send it onto the e-commerce. If it's a broken phone, we'll send it to a refurbisher that can possibly fix the device. If it's completely finished and there's no more value to it, we'll ship it, recycle it, and get the precious metals and do the proper recycling. So every phone goes through, on average, 8.5 life cycles. That means your device will go through the hands of a customer 8.5 times before it's completely finished and no more worth nothing else. Our company, pretty much we have two. We have software division and we have our main processing. So we're able to put them together to really be able to come up with a lot of value in terms of how fast we can process devices, how efficient we can do it in terms of amount of people we have. We're able to stay ahead of our competition and increase the value of the device through polishing and extra added services value that we can add. This is our quick polishing area. We process 3,000 to 4,000 devices through here, and it's like an assembly line. So you start off verifying that the devices have not been opened. We do a really quick polishing of the sides. We do the polishing of the front, the back. We do a cleanup. We put back an anti-fingerprint solution on it, so it looks like OEM. We put lens covers on it, and we do a cosmetic grade, and then it's out. So all of this, about 3,000 devices a day that we can run through, and I can show you one of the machines. 80% of the things we do here, we have to create ourselves, and that gives us an edge over our competitors. So a very easy problem. Most phones, being in your pocket, will wear out on the sides, and the value will go dramatically from $400 to about $300. So we're able to pull in the phones, pump them up, and within 2 minutes device is going to be completely brand new from the sides. So one of the problems in our industry is after we fully test the device and everything is working, how do we properly grade cosmetically the device? Does it look brand new, used, like new? And we're relying on humans to make their determination. Our goal is to remove the human element out of it, so we work on creating our own cosmetic grading machine. And what it does, it takes a picture from both sides. It's a $20,000 camera on top, and at the end of the day, we're able to compose very, very detailed the grading of the device cosmetically, and we can see down to the smallest details, fingerprints. This helps us remove the element out of it. It takes about 20 seconds per each device to grade it, and now we know which phones should we polish, which ones we should not. So you got a device in the building. Now we need to properly know, is it working, is it not? We had to create our own software to be able to completely take over the device, do a full testing of the device, so we know if any specific components are broken. I'll show you through it. I can show you closer. So plug in the device in any charge. It's on the welcome screen. And what we're able to do is do a full diagnostics of the device as it's connecting to the computer. I'm pressing the buttons, I'm pressing the Face ID. This works, the LCD is working. I'll show you with the touch screen. Yep, that works.
Voice alert. Voice over
And
gestures.
speaker works.
Voice over on.
So I just did an entire full diagnostics of the device in less than 28 seconds, which usually takes about 7 to 8 minutes in our industry. And this is a software that helps us to stay ahead of our competition by able to process 100 to 200,000 devices a month, and without training too much of the employees. All you have to do is plug them in and plug them out. So one of the ways we're able to really accelerate the growth of our company is do something that most other companies don't do. And to us, it is really to understand the problems of our customers. Every time we're sitting in a meeting, most companies will try to do sales pitches and sell the product and talk about the prices. 90% of our meetings we actually spend trying to understand the real needs of the customer. That doesn't actually happen as much as you think. By us working with the customer, digging into it, going back and forth, they sometimes do not know the real need that they have. Then what we're able to do is take those problems, overlay them on our team's resources and capabilities, and see if we can come up with a solution. Once we can come up with a solution, we go back and forth and work with the customer, and it actually becomes a true partnership. It's not just one company selling the product to another, and then the next day they forget about us. So with every company, we're able to build a lasting relationship because we actually help them, they are helping back to us, and it becomes an amazing process. The only way we could do that is by actually having a really awesome team. That's probably been the biggest growth challenge as we've been growing, is finding the right people you can trust, the people that are skillful, that have the same ambitions as you. In the beginning, it wasn't like that. We had a big team, everything was going well, but the moment we hit a hard patch, everyone jumped the ship. It was way more surprising than I was expecting. However, it was a blessing in disguise because the people that stayed with us, they are right now the executives of our company, and they're the ones we can trust. I don't have to look back, and now we can pretty much go forwards without looking behind our back. That's pretty much having the good team and knowing what you're trying to solve. As long as you can add value to it, you can stay in business.